Hello there, it's Ramin again, SpringField Properties. We're among top 20 channel partners and agencies with EMAAR. So in this video, I want to explain the new launch of EMAAR in Creek Harbour, which is Palace branded, Livia.
So this is the mock-up for the entire Creek Harbour area. Once it gets ready, it will give you an idea how it will look like. So as of now, around 30% of Creek Harbour is ready. People are living inside it. First was the island part. We were driving through here. We were inside that palace. That's the location of the palace. So Creek Beach Phase 1 and Phase 2 recently handing over. Phase 1 was ready. That was Vida, which I showed you on the Phase 1, the tall building. Next to it, Phase 2 of Creek Beach. They had a private beach. And this was the third phase of Creek Beach. In 2024 to 2025, EMAAR was launching here, one by one, these towers. So now, everything here, whatever you see in here, it's sold out from developer. So what they are launching now, in 2025, EMAAR's been launching here. This is the Green Gate, the new cluster. First they started with Albero, then Alton, then Silva. Montaiva was the last launch. After Montaiva, they launched this, Livia. So this is the location of the new launch, Livia. As you can see, EMAAR always gives the best plus for the branded units. For example, Livia, look at the position of the building. From one side, from the other side up until this way, where the pool is, all of the units, what view they get? Montaiva's pool, Silva's pool, and Livia's pool. And, of course, the Creek Tower, future Creek Tower. And the other side of it, that should be the normal view, is actually more premium. It's the park view. So units from this way up until this way, most of the 2 and 3 bedrooms will get the park view. And on this side of the street, well, this is Al Badia golf course, non-obstructed golf course view. So this is the Green Gate cluster. It's 260,000 square meters total in size. For how many towers? 5 towers only in all this huge space. This is the lowest density cluster EMAAR ever did, comparing to whatever they've done in the past 25 years. So let me give you an example. In Green Gate cluster, we will have a park, almost 48,000 square meters in size. For how many buildings? Only 5 buildings. Let me give you an idea about the density. Look at the Creek Beach Phase 2. Look at the Creek Beach Phase 1. There is no density. Buildings are next to each other. Still appreciated a lot. Look at the Creek Island part. You see that park in the middle? That's Central Park. A similar sized park for all these towers, more than 40 towers. But in the Green Gate, the similar sized park, only 5 towers. Livia is the last plot, last launch on the Green Gate district. After this, the plots are finished. EMAAR will move on to a new cluster. Most probably that cluster on that side. And guess what? They're gonna increase the prices. So, entire Creek Harbour, what do we have? Well, we're expecting the tallest future tower in the world. You can see it in the middle of the mock-up. It's gonna have a mall at the bottom of it, so it's gonna be bigger than Dubai Mall. It's gonna have multiple 5-star hotels around it, coffee shops, restaurant. Entirely, once it gets ready, Creek Harbour, it's gonna have 20 clinics, 17 nurseries, 2 hospitals, and multiple schools. And guess where the first school is gonna be? Well, here. You see those boxes, white boxes? One of them is gonna be the first school ever launched in the Creek Harbour. Schools are much more important than what you think. If a school is there, it means family is gonna come here to live next to it and they're gonna pay more rent. So as of now, we don't have any schools or hospitals or nothing in Creek Harbour, still in the early stages. That's one of the reasons why rentals in Creek Harbour are much lower comparing to Dubai Hills Estate. So that's the position of the Creek Tower, future Creek Tower. As of now, we don't know how tall the height's gonna be, but let me give you an idea. Currently, right now, in downtown, Burj Khalifa is the tallest residential building, 828 meters. Well, guess what? It's not gonna be the longest and tallest tower anymore because Saudi Arabia in Jeddah, they launched a tower, King Salman. It's gonna be 1 kilometer tall, so it's gonna be taller than Burj Khalifa. But Dubai, they don't like to be number 2. They always want to be number 1. As Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid always says, Dubai has to be number 1. He says some nice quote. When a race is going on, when a match is going on, After a few years, who remembers who finished the second or third runner-up? No one. Everybody's gonna only remember who finished first. So that's why we're guessing this tower is gonna be longer than Jeddah Tower. So this is like having the chance to invest in downtown before Burj Khalifa when the prices were much lower. This is gonna be something similar. The same exact scenario is gonna be happening here. A mall bigger than Dubai Mall, a tower taller than Burj Khalifa. So that's what I'm talking about. This is the chance you're getting here. So for investment, one of the things you need to keep in mind, after you purchase something in a particular area, what things are gonna come up in that area to add value? One of those things is metro station. In Dubai, currently, wherever a metro station came, we've seen between 15 to 20, 25, somewhere even 30% appreciation in that area. In Creek Harbour, we're not gonna have just one metro station, like in downtown, which is connected to Dubai Mall. Here, we're gonna have 3 metro stations, and it's already been announced, and the construction already started. So, 3 metro stations, this is the interesting part. So one of them is gonna be here. Another one is gonna be there. The third one is gonna be connected to the mall when they announce it, which is still not announced. So the interesting part about the metro stations, one of the stations is gonna be 74 meters above the ground, the height of it. It's already on the Guinness records. Another one, let me show you here. Another one metro station, this is Al Jaddaf area. So between Al Jaddaf and Creek Harbour, this is the creek, this is the water, right? The second metro station is gonna cross from the creek and it will get connected to the Creek Harbour. So, in order for this to be done, they're gonna make 1,300 meters long bridge coming from here, entering here to the Creek Harbour. So a 1,300 meter bridge is gonna be made by RTA just for this metro station to cross the creek. I mean, these are the things you can see only in Dubai, and these kind of things you get only with EMAAR. So right now we're in the EMAAR sales center. Let me show you something interesting. The distance from Creek Harbour to downtown is between 10, 11 to 15 minutes. This is how close the downtown is. There's a creek between us, and you get to see Burj Khalifa over there. If you could zoom in a bit. So I want to talk about the new launch, Livia. This is the bigger version of the mock-up. This is Livia. So Livia is going to have ground floor, and of course, it's going to be double-heighted ceiling. It's branded. Ground floor, 2 podium levels, parking levels, and 47 residential floors. We're going to have edge infinity pool on the amenities. We're going to have yoga area, something interesting we never had in the past EMAAR launches and we never had in Creek Harbour. They're gonna have an outdoor cinema. I'm gonna attach the picture here so you get to see. In Livia, we're gonna have 1,500 square meters of retail spaces. We're gonna have a nursery inside the building, 700 square meters. And of course, it's Palace brand. So we're gonna have an exclusive restaurant in the building. We're gonna have something also we didn't have in the non-branded building. We didn't have those. We're gonna have a hypermarket inside the building. If I guess, it's gonna be Spinnis. Just some guess based on the previous experience than what we had in previous EMAAR communities. The school is gonna be this one. And the park you get is 48,000 square meters with all these amenities: basketball court, football court, paddle court, jogging and running track, different kind of kids play areas, and of course you're gonna have a huge pool here as well. So the units inside Livia, kitchen is gonna be fully fitted, but no furniture like the old addresses in downtown that we have. They had furniture. Client had objection regarding about those. Some of them, they didn't like the design and everything, especially the wives. They were saying the design doesn't match. So they stopped doing that. And it's not serviced. So which means the service charge is gonna be much, much lower. You're gonna pay like a normal residential building service charge. And you get to use it for Airbnb, for short-term rentals. You don't have to pay anything to EMAAR for that. So the sizes, we have 1 bedrooms, average 800 square feet. We also have bigger sizes. 2 bedrooms, we have around 1,200 square feet size. We also have bigger units. 3 bedrooms, on average 1,800 square feet of size. We only have 48 units. Only 09 cities, it's gonna be 3 bedroom. So on each floor, we're gonna have 1 3-bedroom unit. Lower number of the units means less competition on the resale and also for the rentals. Townhouses, we only have 9 units of townhouses. And the townhouses are duplexes, 3-bedroom plus mate, all of them, just like the 3 bedrooms, those were also 3-bedroom plus mate. So the townhouses, the size is gonna be 3,200 square feet. For how much? 6.8 million dirham, each of them the price. You're getting 3,200 square feet of size for a townhouse in Creek Harbour in a branded building. Usually, if you want to get a townhouse, you have to go to Mohammed bin Zayed, Zayed bin Hamdan, Emirates Road, or the other side of Dubai, Al Maktoum Airport. This is inside Creek Harbour. It's inside a branded building, Palace brand.
So right now I'm in Creek Harbour. I'm in the Creek Island port. If you can show it on the map here. Here we have a ready building. Ready Palace branded building. Up and running, ready. Here, this one. I want to show you what does living in a Palace branded building mean and what's the difference between a Palace brand and a non-branded building by EMAAR. So the new launch, Livia, this is the best part on the Green Gate cluster. It has open views from all sides. In fact, this is one of the best launches by EMAAR in 2025. To give you an idea how good this launch is, we only had one good similar launch from EMAAR in 2025. Baystar, branded by Rida in Rashid Ghassan Marina. This is as good as that one. Let's go and see the building from inside. On a branded buildings, whenever you're entering, you're gonna see a beautiful fountain. Even the entrance is much different comparing to the non-branded buildings. And of course, we've got valet parking. So let's give the car to the valet parking and go inside. So this is the entry for the Palace branded building. So let's enter the building and let's see it from inside. Look at this design. Even on the entry, you have another fountain. Look at the ceiling heights. This is my favorite building in the entire Creek Harbour area. It's much nicer than the address. Let's come from this way, let me show you. Branded buildings by EMAAR, they always have their own exclusive restaurants and coffee shops and some other retail spaces and amenities. For example, this is the coffee shop. This is an Italian-styled barbershop. Here we have a co-working space, like a clubhouse. Let's go to the other side. Let me show you the pool. On this side, we have one of the restaurants. In EMAAR branded buildings, we always have exclusive restaurants. For example, this is Al Diwan restaurant. In branded buildings, the pools are always edge infinity pools, which means they are overlooking the communities. They are on the higher ground, on the podiums. We're gonna have something similar on the new launch. Now on this part, we have the restaurants. This is Al Bayt restaurant. And this one is Al Diwan restaurant. We have another rooftop infinity pool, and some of the amenities are upstairs. Let's go check them out. On this side, we have a spa. And the gym on the new launch is gonna be similar to this, Fitness by Palace. It's actually two sides, one side is the other way. Now let's go see the infinity pool. We have another pool which is Edge Infinity. When you're on the pool, we get to see all of the communities and I get to explain you some nice points.
This is Alfay, a lounge exclusive for Palace brand. Let's see inside. That's right. Here they serve you everything. Whatever you want, you can get in a Palace branded building. So right now we're on the 9th floor. We have another pool in here. Over there we get to see the Vida, another branded building by EMAAR. So EMAAR has 3 brands: Vida, Address, Palace. The new launch is Palace, something similar to this one. So why branded buildings? Another point you need to know is the investment point. Branded buildings will always appreciate higher comparing to non-branded buildings on the same location, same community, same developer. Branded buildings will always have higher rentals comparing to non-branded building. Let me give you an example. This is Creek Beach Phase 1. So on the Creek Beach Phase 1, we have non-branded buildings, the low-rise ones you see. We've got Summer, Surf, Savannah, a lot of them. How much is the rentals, for example, for a 1-bedroom, if you want to rent today? You can find 1-bedrooms for a yearly rent of 90,000 dirham, 95,000 dirham, maximum 100,000 dirham. But the rentals, same size, similar location, that's Vida. How much are the rentals for Vida? 1-bedrooms. The sizes, by the way, much smaller. 1-bedrooms here are smaller than 700 square feet, comparing to the new launch, which the smallest unit in the new launch is 750 square feet, average 800. So the smaller 1-bedrooms here, I saw some transactions for rental 130,000 dirhams today in 2025. Now the rentals for 2-bedroom apartments, non-branded versus branded. Let me compare it with the island part first. This is the island part. All these buildings that you see, Creekside 18, Creek Horizon, Creek Harbour, the rentals for 2-bedrooms here, average is 160,000 dirham. And the 2-bedrooms here on the Creek Beach, the prices are slightly lower, 140 to 150,000 dirham. But in branded, for example, in the Vida, in the Palace, transactions 200,000 dirham and above. Now, why you should buy the new launch Livia? Let's go to some numbers. Let's compare it. For us to understand the value, the prices EMAAR is selling, we need to compare it with the same brand, Palace, the ready one in Creek Harbour. So the ready one that we're currently inside it, Palace, 1-bedrooms. Previous transaction, which I checked, happened 2 weeks ago. 1-bedroom size, 727 square feet for 2,350,000 dirhams. And how much is EMAAR selling in the new Palace? First of all, 1-bedrooms are bigger sized. The smallest is 750 square feet sized. And how much is EMAAR selling? 2 million dirham. So price per square feet, PSF rate in the current existing ready Palace, 3,200. The new launch, 2,600. So EMAAR is selling at the lower price. So if you're an international individual thinking about buying in Dubai, the best you could do as a start is EMAAR. And the best community from EMAAR that you could pick for investment is Creek Harbour. The best scenario possible is that you get something branded in Creek Harbour. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm Ramin, SpringField Properties. Reach out to me if you wish to receive the details, and I'm going to tell you which layouts are the best, which units will give you the higher ROI, higher rental income. So subscribe to my channel. This is not the first video. It's not going to be the last video. When tier 1 developers, they launch good projects, I'm going to go there. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to put it into my channel.